I'm Isaac Roche, and in this lesson we're going to be learning Christ Be Magnified on the ukulele. It was written by Cody, Carnes and Cory Asbury, and we're going to be learning in the key of G. It was Trying Vegan Things that suggested this lesson, so if you have any suggestions you want, chuck them in the comments section down below. Otherwise, let's get into it. So the first chord we've got is G. So I got my first finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. I've got my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and my middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the A string. So that's our G chord, and then we have C. So I've got my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, that's C. I've got D. So I got my first, middle and ring fingers on the 2nd frets of the G, C and E strings, just leaving the A string open. That's D chord. We've got A minor, so I'm putting my my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So that's A minor. And then we've also got E minor, which I've got my ring finger on the 4th fret of the C string. I've got my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and I've got my first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and I'm strumming all the strings, so that's E minor. So that's all the chords for this song. Let's get into it with the intro. We've got 3 beats of G, and then 1 beat of D, and then 4 beats of C. So that's 3 beats of G, 1 D, 4 C. So G, D, C. So that's the intro, and then we come to the verse. So for the verse, we've got G for 1 bar, and then G sus4 for 1 bar. So all I'm doing is leaving my G as it is, and I'm going to add my pinky finger to the 3rd fret of this A string. So that's just adding my little pinky in. So we've got G for 1 bar, and then 1 bar of G sus4. G, G sus4. So that happens twice, and then we go to the second half of the verse, which is G for 1 bar, C for 1 bar, D for 1 bar, and back to G for 1 bar. So that was G, C, D, G. So the whole verse goes G for 1 bar, G sus, back to G sus, and then we got G for 1 bar, C for 1 bar, D for 1 bar, and back to G for 1 bar. So I'll go ahead and I'll play an intro and then sing the verse. Here's the intro. 1, 2, 3, G, D, C, G, D, C. Here's the verse. Were creation suddenly articulate, with 1,000 tongues to lift one cry, from north to south and east to west, we'd hear Christ be magnified. And then you come to verse 2, which is the same chords, and then we get to the chorus. So the chorus, we've got G, and then, so 3 beats of G, and then we got 1 beat of A minor, and then we got 3 beats of C, and then we got 1 beat of D, and then 3 beats of E minor, 1 beat of D, and then we got 2 beats of C, 2 beats of D. So we've got an interesting strumming pattern. The strumming pattern goes down, down, up, up, down, up, down, 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 up, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 down. So for the first 3 times, it's down, down, up, down, up, down. That's the first 3 times, and then the 4th time is just down, 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 down. So we got 1, 2, 3, G, A minor, C, D, E minor, D, C, D, G, A minor, C, D, E minor, D, C, D. So here's the chorus with the singing. 1, 2, 3, G. Oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise. Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified from the altar of my life. Christ be magnified in me. So that is the chorus, and we hit the G at the end and go into verse 3, and then after verse 3 we do another chorus, but at the end of that chorus, so that's chorus 2, we go, Christ be magnified in me, and instead of going to the G to finish, we go back to the C, which brings us to the start of the bridge. So the chords for the bridge, which is the same as the interlude, is C for 1 bar, D for 1 bar, E minor for 1 bar, and G. So C, D, E minor, and G. So I'm going to do 1 bridge like that, and then I'm going to build it up to double the speed of strumming, but still all down. To build it even more at the end, for the last one, every bar I'm going to do a little build. So we go strong hit at the start, and then pull away, and then build up, and then the next bar, strong, pull away, and build up. So that sounds kind of like this. So that's how I build it up usually. When I'm building up a bridge to get real big at the end to go into a huge final chorus. So what we got is the bridge. I'll do an interlude and then I'll sing the bridge. Here we go. No, I won't bow to idols. I'll stand strong and worship you. If it puts me through the fire, I'll rejoice 'cause you're there too. I won't be formed by feelings, I'll hold fast to what is true. 'Cause if the cross brings transformation, you can hang me there with you. 'Cause death is just a doorway into resurrection life. If you join you in your suffering, then I'll join you when you die. When you return in glory with all the angels and the saints, my heart will still be singing, and my soul. End of the bridge. Instead of going to the G, we're going to go back to D. My soul would be the same. Chorus. Oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise. Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise. Christ be magnified in me. And that's the song. There you have it. That's all the chords for Christ Be Magnified in the key of G on the uke. If you have any song suggestions, chuck them down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already so that you can get my future content. Otherwise, I will see you next time.